Hi everyone, let us discuss this example. See, in this example, we have a sequence in R2. We have to prove that it is a convergent sequence in R2 with a Euclidean distance. Okay, so that sequence xn is defined in this way. It has two components. So the first component is obviously a sequence in R. Second component is also sequence in R. Okay, so 1 upon n square. So you know that if you apply the limit n tends to infinity, so 1 upon n square is 0. It means the first component is a convergent sequence in R and converges to 0 with a usual distance obviously. And for second component also, if you apply the limit n tends to infinity, if you solve in rough, definitely you will have it converges to 0. So that means our target is to prove that given sequence xn is convergent and converges to 0, 0. So let me mention it here. So we will prove that the given sequence xn convergent and converges to 0, that means 0, 0, right? So using epsilon definition I am going to prove. So let us consider one epsilon. Let epsilon greater than 0 be given. So you know that in epsilon definition of convergent sequence, we supposed to find capital N, which is a set of natural number for which definition will get satisfied. Getting? So let us start to work on distance between that xn and 0. So let us find. So consider distance between xn and 0. Okay. So here we have clearly mentioned this is a Euclidean distance. So you know that how to find. So with the help of norm we find. So norm xn minus 0, right? So let me write here. Yes, norm is over here. So this is equal to norm. Let us put a value of xn. What is it? It is 1 upon n square and n square minus 1 upon what we have n cube plus 1, right? Yes, minus 0 means here 0, 0. So you know that how to subtract one element of R2 from other. It's a simply component wise subtraction. First component minus 0 you will have that 1 upon n square, comma. Second component minus 0 you will have same n square minus 1 upon n cube plus 1. Okay. So let us continue. Yes, we have some space. Let us use. Now I will use the definition of norm. So you know that definition of norm, that means square root of. I should write here square root of what we have, square of first component, that means 1 upon n square bracket square, okay, plus square of second component, that means what we have n square minus 1 upon n cube plus 1 bracket square. So this is equal to square root of 1 upon square of 1 is 1, square of n square is n raised to 4, right? See, you know that if I increase numerator, value will get increase. If you reduce denominator, value will get increase. So both things I'm going to do here. That means I'm going to replace n square minus 1 by n square. That means numerator is increased now. Okay, square is there obviously, and I'm removing this 1. N cube plus 1 is there. I will replace it by n cube only. So that means I'm reducing the denominator, right? So value will get increased. So obviously we will have this type of inequality. Strictly, this one is strictly greater than that one. Okay. So let us simplify it further. This is equal to square root of 1 upon n raised to 4, right? Plus square n square square, that means n raised to 4. At in denominator we will have n raised to 6. Definitely we can cancel n raised to 4, n raised to 4. So let me write here. So this is equal to square root of 1 upon n raised to 4 plus 1 upon n square. See, you know that n raised to 4 is obviously greater than or equal to n square, where n is a natural number. Getting? So this type of inequality we have. So if you take reciprocal, exactly opposite inequality we will have. So therefore 1 upon n raised to 4 is less than or equal to 1 upon n square. So that's why I can write this is less than or equal to square root of. I am replacing it by 1 upon n square. So that's why I carried that inequality, plus 1 upon n square. So this is equal to, let me mention here, this is equal to square root of, see, denominator is same, so you can add numerator. So we'll have 2 by n square. Let us take separate square root. So we'll have root 2, and if you take square root of n square, we'll have n. Okay. So what it means, this d of xn comma 0 is less than root 2 by n. This is a very important thing we have got. Okay, so there is no more space to write. Make a screenshot of it, then we will go further. So I have written here what we have got. Okay, so let us go further. This is a very important thing we have got. We are calling it as inequality number 1. So now I am going to use Archimedean property. Okay, so let me mention here by Archimedean property. Okay, so by Archimedean property. You remember Archimedean property? So this property says if you have any real number, definitely we can find natural number greater than given real number. So here also we can write there exists n belongs to set of natural number such that root 2 by epsilon is less than capital N. Okay, so I have considered this real number root 2 by epsilon. So Archimedean property says for any type of real number, so this real number I have considered, we can find a natural number capital N which is greater than that. So let us shift capital N on this side, let us shift epsilon on that side. So therefore root 2 by n is less than epsilon. I am calling it as inequality number 2. Okay, so let us go further. Okay, so let us go further. So now then for n greater than or equal to capital N. What I'm considering n greater than or equal to capital N. Since you know that in a definition of convergent sequence, we write there at the end for all n greater than or equal to capital N. Same thing I have considered. So now what will I do? I will take reciprocal of both sides. So therefore 1 upon n less than or equal to 1 upon capital N. So you know that when we take reciprocal, inequality will get changed. I have done the same thing here. Right? Yes. So now I will multiply both sides by root 2. Root 2 is a positive real number. Inequality will be maintained. So therefore, root 2 by n less than or equal to root 2 by capital N. This is inequality number 3. So let us combine 1, 2 and 3. Let us see what will happen. So we have started with this one, d of xn comma 0. So we have got this is less than root 2 by n, right? And see root 2 by n is less than or equal to root 2 by capital N, and root 2 by capital N is less than epsilon. Okay, so from 1 to 3 we have got this one. I should mention here for all n greater than or equal to capital N. Since this condition we have added here, so we should carry it here. So that's why I written this is true for all n greater than or equal to capital N. So therefore d of xn comma 0 less than epsilon. Okay, so you know that if a less than b, b less than c, c less than d, so we can directly write a less than d. I have done the same thing for all n greater than or equal to capital N. See, this is nothing but definition of convergent sequence we have got. So therefore we can say therefore xn converges to 0 in R2D, where D is a Euclidean distance. So in this way we proved given sequence is convergent sequence in R2 with a Euclidean distance. Make a screenshot of it, then we will stop. Thank you. Bye bye.